Hello everyone, welcome back to another episode here with your friendly dietitian and public health expert JJ. So today I'm going to be talking about diabetes, and I'm going to be talking about diabetes fighting foods. So foods that will help you to manage diabetes. It's just important to note that there are generally classified as two different kinds: type 1, type 2, insulin dependent and insulin independent. So insulin dependent diabetes means you need insulin, your pancreas is not functioning, or the functioning is less than 10%, so you need insulin. Insulin independent means you can go on living, you can manage by changing your lifestyle, and you are not impacted in such a high way. You do not need exogenous insulin. You do not need to inject yourself with insulin to stay alive. Whereas insulin dependent, type 1 diabetes, your pancreas is not functioning, you need to inject yourself with insulin. So there are many different causes of diabetes. So generally there's lifestyle causes for the insulin independent or type 2 diabetes. Although type 2 diabetes, insulin independent can become dependent as well. As your pancreas loses its function, you might need insulin in the future. So type 2 diabetes, you require insulin as well when your pancreas does not have enough function. I just want to clear up some differences here. So generally type 1 diabetes, you require insulin, you have to inject it, and it's usually a childhood disease, a hereditary disease, and it's something that you have had for a long period of time, and it's not generally reversible because your pancreas will not regain that function, and the function that's lost cannot be regained. So there are many causes of that. It could be they have found that there's a link with dairy, there's a link with viruses, endoviruses, there's a link to your parents' hereditary effects. So there are many different causes or things that can cause your pancreas to lose function. I'm not going to go into all of those specifically. I'm going to talk more about later onset diabetes, where your pancreas had function and it loses function over time, and things that can support you in managing your blood glucose and managing how much insulin you might need if you are injecting insulin, and how to just have a healthier body. And type 2 diabetes can be reversed if your pancreas has enough of a function. That is important to note. There are quite a few books out about it. There are a few doctors who have done it. There are groups in America, the USA, where they do studies, and it's possible to reverse it with the lifestyle changes. So the things that I'm going to be focusing on, the diabetes fighting foods. So as the type 2 diabetes or the later onset diabetes is linked to lifestyle, metabolic disease or disorder, it's things that you can change. So a lot of the factors, obesity, some diseases linked to your liver, your kidneys, excess fat intake, excess inflammatory food intake, intake of nitrates, lack of exercise. It could be a virus, as I said, increase of reactive oxygen species, food items that damage your system, heavy metals, hormone disruptors. So there are many different things that you can do to limit your exposure and to limit your risk of diabetes. But it's linked to inflammation, and it's linked to obesity, and it's linked to metabolic disorders. So all of these are linked together. It's also linked to the kind of fat intake, trans fat intake, and saturated fat intake, and hydrogenated oil intake. It's also been linked to, as I said, inflammation. So inflammation can be caused by alcohol, smoking, air pollution, things that we are exposed to, and then eating inflammatory foods, mainly of animal origin and of highly processed nature. So I'm going to be talking about things that will benefit you. So I've talked about things that can cause it, that can make it worse, that can cause inflammation. I'm going to be talking about foods that can reverse this, that can take it away. So anti-inflammatory foods, foods that help you detoxify your body, get rid of toxins before they go to your liver, and your liver has to do that job, or your kidneys, or your colon, or your intestines. So to get it out before that, to bind it up. The high fiber foods, that's one of the ways that you can get toxins out. And then things that can balance your hormones, that can help to rebalance it, because it can also be linked to your thyroid. So exercise, as I said, exercise is extremely important. Lots of water, clean air, and getting out into nature. Those things can help. Reducing stress as well. Stress is an inflammatory marker. So decrease stress, decrease inflammation. Really important. Vitamin D, exposure to sunlight. That's another one that's really important to get. Decreasing your intake of nitrates. So nitrates come from agricultural runoff. It comes from fried foods, deep fried foods. It comes from the pickled, the barbecued meats. So try to decrease your intake of those. And viruses. So hygiene. Wash your hands, wash your face. Just have general good hygiene. Then, so I've talked about vitamin D. So vitamin D you get generally from sunlight. You can also get it from seeds and nuts, fortified products, coconut, cheese, mushrooms. Mushrooms are wonderful. Mushrooms can also help balance your hormones. Mushrooms are also anti-inflammatory, and mushrooms can also help you to get rid of toxins. High fiber foods are really great at balancing out your blood glucose. They're great at retaining all the nutrients and minerals and vitamins that you need, your trace elements as well. It's also great at removing waste and toxins from your body. So fruit with the peel, high fiber. Vegetables with the peel, high fiber. Seeds, really high fiber and fantastic for you. Sprouts is another one. Legumes, beans, whole grains. What else do I have here? Psyllium husk, beans, peas, pears, apples. All those that you can eat with the skin are wonderful for you. Cherries, berries. They are awesome. Power-packed, full of nutrients as well. All the different color fruits and vegetables also have phytonutrients. They have color compounds that are anti-inflammatory, antioxidants, and will help to get rid of waste, help protect your cells. They are high in vitamin C, high in vitamin E. You can check out my videos on those, how they protect your cell, how the vitamin E sits in your cell membrane, the fatty layer protecting your cells, and how vitamin E and vitamin C work together to protect your cells. So they are also essential. Omega-3s are also essential, that's where your sprouts, your microgreens, your seeds, and your nuts come in with the omega-3s. You really need a lot of omega-3s. They are extremely anti-inflammatory. They also contain the good fats that will help to moisturize your body, keep your skin smooth and supple and elastic, help to protect your cells, because you have that fatty layer around your cell that's protecting it. Niacinamide has also been found to restore beta cell function. So this can also be used to help protect your pancreas, and it can help to also increase the function and help you manage your diabetes. A specific compound in green tea has also been found to have an antioxidant, anti-inflammatory effect and help protect your pancreas as well. Epicatechin in green tea, it also has a lot of polyphenols, so that's another one that's really great for you. Then a lot of the spices, turmeric, cinnamon, cardamom, cayenne pepper, all different range of herbs, sage, oregano, basil, all of those different ones, rosemary, lavender, all of the different herbs that you can use, all of the different spices They all have anti-inflammatory effects. They've got polyphenols, they've got beneficial oils in them that will really help your body, help to clear out the waste, help to your lymphatic system to work, and they all contain compounds that will increase your health. So other things that you can do is you can decrease your highly processed food intake. The more natural, the better. You can decrease your intake of the fats, man-made fats like trans fats, saturated fats, hydrogenated oils. You can decrease your intakes of those. Increase your intake of really the colored vegetables and fruits, so the multicolors, your oranges, your reds, your greens, your purple, your blues, blueberries, all the different kinds of berries, broccoli, kale. They are wonderful to get out waste. Beetroot to really increase your blood supply and your oxygenation in your blood. It's really fantastic for that. You can add celery, which is also got high selenium, which will help your bones and your skin and help you to really flush out things that you want to get out, the toxins in your body. So there are many different ways in which you can support your pancreas and your intestinal system, intestinal tract. Smoothies are a fantastic way. Bananas are wonderful. All of the different fruits, as I said, add the skin, the peels, because this will help to benefit your body in that it has a high fiber, and a lot of the polyphenols and the nutrients are in the skin as well. It's been found that between 30 and 60% of the nutrients can be found in the skin of fruit especially. So try to have your whole plant. Sweet potatoes are another one that's really fantastic. You can also eat the skin and sweet potatoes. They are also really fantastic. So those are some of the foods, some of the things around diabetes that you can do, that you can try. So as always, stay healthy. To God be the glory, and I hope this has been beneficial to you.